Red Bull gives you wings. It's a catchy slogan that has captured imaginations and sold millions of cans worldwide. But does it really deliver on that promise? Or is it just a marketing trick? Let's pop open a can and explore what's really inside this popular energy drink, how it throttles up your body, what it does to your brain, and whether or not it's as magical as it seems. Red Bull is one of the most popular energy drinks on the market, and at the heart of its energy-boosting power is caffeine, the world's most beloved stimulant. Caffeine is the key ingredient that gives you that quick snap of energy when you need it most. In every 8.4-ounce can, you'll find about 80 milligrams of caffeine, roughly the same as in a standard cup of coffee. But while coffee might be a slow sipper's delight, Red Bull is designed for those moments when you need a fast and furious energy boost. It works by blocking adenosine, a chemical in your brain that makes you feel sleepy, so when you down a can, you quickly feel more awake and alert.
You ever had a Red Bull? I never had a Red Bull before, but I had a Red Bull last night. I really like Red Bull.
Okay, that'd be really fun. That sounds like... I think I'd really...
It's like flipping a switch that tells your brain, okay, let's get moving. But there's more in the can than just caffeine. Taurine, another key ingredient, often sparks curiosity. Taurine is actually an amino acid that our bodies naturally produce. It plays several important roles, such as supporting heart function, maintaining the health of our eyes, and helping with fat salt formation. Red Bull adds an artificial version of taurine into its mix, suggesting it might help improve mental performance and reduce tiredness. However, while it sounds impressive, the reality is that the scientific community is still debating how effective taurine really is when it comes from energy drinks. Some studies suggest it might offer mental benefits, but the evidence isn't solid. So while taurine might be a nice addition, it's not the magic ingredient some might believe it to be. Now, let's talk about the not-so-sweet side of Red Bull: sugar. One 8.4-ounce can of Red Bull contains 27 grams of added sugar. To put that into perspective, that's about 7 teaspoons of sugar, which is more than the American Heart Association's recommended daily intake for women and just about the limit for men. This sugar provides a quick burst of energy, but it comes with a catch. After the initial spike, your energy levels can crash, leaving you feeling more tired than before. Plus, these 27 grams of sugar leading to empty calories, 110 of them to be exact, meaning you're consuming extra calories without any nutritional benefit. Think of it like putting low-quality fuel into a high-performance car. You might get moving, but you're not doing yourself any favors in the long run. For those who are cautious of their sugar intake, Red Bull offers sugar-free versions. These versions replace the sugar with artificial sweeteners like aspartame and acesulfame K. These sweeteners have sparked some controversy, but the general agreement among health experts is that they are safe for consumption within limits. So if you're trying to avoid the sugar crash but still want the energy boost, the sugar-free version might be the way to go. However, while you might avoid the empty calories, you're still getting the caffeine and taurine, so the drink is far from a healthy tonic. Red Bull has also found a surprising place in the nightlife scene, often mixed with alcohol. But here's where things get tricky. Caffeine is a stimulant, while alcohol is a depressant, and mixing the two can be dangerous. The caffeine can mask the effects of alcohol, making you feel less intoxicated than you actually are. This might sound like a good way to keep the party going, but it's a dangerous game. You could end up drinking more than you intended, putting yourself at risk of alcohol poisoning, or making poor decisions that you might regret the next day. So, what happens to your body when you drink Red Bull? The effects kick in quickly. Within about 10 minutes, the caffeine starts to be absorbed into your bloodstream, and your heart rate and blood pressure begin to rise. You might start to feel more alert and focused, ready to deal with whatever challenge lies ahead. Within 15 to 45 minutes, the caffeine reaches its peak levels in your blood, and you're likely feeling the full effects, wide awake, and maybe even a little bit jittery. Over the next hour, your liver starts processing the caffeine, and if you drank a regular Red Bull, this is also when the sugar crash might hit. As the caffeine wears off, your energy levels return to baseline, or sometimes even lower, leaving you feeling drained. Regular consumption of Red Bull can have long-term effects on your body and brain. The high caffeine content can lead to increased heart rate and blood pressure, which over time could contribute to heart problems, especially if you're consuming multiple cans a day. There's also some evidence that energy drinks like Red Bull might increase the risk of arrhythmias, or irregular heartbeats, particularly in people with underlying heart conditions. Your brain, which might at first benefit from the caffeine boost, can start to rely on that daily dose, leading to a sort of dependence. You might find that you need more and more caffeine to get the same energy boost, which can create a cycle of increasing consumption and potential addiction. In addition to the physical effects, there's also the psychological impact to consider. Red Bull's ability to overclock your brain, boosting your focus, reaction time, and alertness, can be useful in the short term. But just like a computer running at full speed for too long, your brain needs some rest to recover. Constant stimulation without enough rest can lead to burnout, anxiety, and sleep disturbances. Over time, this can even contribute to cognitive decline, making it harder to focus and stay sharp when you really need to. Moderation is key when it comes to Red Bull, especially for certain groups of people. Children, teenagers, pregnant women, and individuals with heart conditions should be particularly cautious. For young people, the combination of high caffeine and sugar can be especially harmful, affecting their developing bodies and brains. Pregnant women are advised to limit their caffeine intake because of the potential risks to the fetus, such as low birth weight or premature birth. People with heart conditions should also be careful, as the drink's stimulating effects can worsen existing issues. Interestingly, despite these warnings, Red Bull remains incredibly popular. Part of its attraction is the way it's marketed, as a drink that helps you live life to the fullest, stay awake, be productive, and even party harder. The brand has cleverly positioned itself as not just an energy drink, but as a lifestyle enhancer. Whether it's sponsoring extreme sports events, hosting adrenaline-fueled competitions, or simply being that go-to drink during late-night study sessions, Red Bull has created a culture around its product that's hard to resist. But just because something is popular doesn't mean it's without risks. So, does Red Bull really give you wings? In a way, yes. The caffeine and sugar in the drink can provide a quick boost of energy and alertness, helping you power through a long day or keep the party going a little longer. But those wings come with strings attached. The potential for sugar crashes, dehydration, increased heart rate, and other side effects means that Red Bull is best enjoyed with caution. It's a drink that can give you a temporary lift, but it's not a long-term solution to tiredness or low energy. If you choose to drink Red Bull, it's important to be aware of how it affects your body and to drink it responsibly. Red Bull can give you that temporary energy boost, but it's not a substitute for a good night's sleep, a healthy diet, or regular exercise. So enjoy your wings, but make sure you know when to land. In conclusion, while Red Bull does indeed give you wings, those wings are temporary and should be used wisely. The drink's combination of caffeine, taurine, and sugar can be a powerful tool when you need an energy boost, but it's not without its downsides. From sugar crashes to potential heart risks, the effects of Red Bull are a reminder that not all energy comes without a price. So next time you crack open a can, think about what you're putting into your body and remember that even wings have their limits.